Now who's your favorite uncle in the dean? Give in to see how every time he's on the scene. My rock a Koofy t-shirt and some jeans. The podcast is in effect, yeah I mean. Hear ye, Taslim when you see me. Kick back, detach and scratch. Relax your mind, let your akal free. Be down with the sound of AYYTP. AYYTP, yeah you know me. Amoo Yum Yum, the podcast, the hockers will be broadcast. Dawa to your ear, hot and ready like a DoorDash. Or Uber Eats, lab mushkilab, my treat, cool. Now who's your favorite uncle in the dean? Give in to see how every time he's on the scene. My rock a Koofy t-shirt and some jeans. The podcast is in effect, yeah I mean. Random topics, you stop, watch, we clock it. On to the next, what's poppin'? Red and Baka. Some vital issue, take it personal, then it is you. Just make dua to Allah that He fix you. Whomever He guides, none can lead astray. But if He don't, there's no way, not today. Last not least, the Muslim head shake. It's time to rise up awake. Our ummah's at stake, y'all. Now who's your favorite uncle in the dean? Give in to see how every time he's on the scene. My rock a Koofy t-shirt and some jeans. The podcast is in effect, yeah I mean. Now who's your favorite uncle in the dean? Give in to see how every time he's on the scene. My rock a Koofy t-shirt and some jeans. The podcast is in effect, yeah I mean. Hear ye, Taslim when you see me. Kick back, detach and scratch. Relax your mind, let your akal free. Be down with the sound of AYYTP. AYYTP, yeah you know me. Amoo Yum Yum, the podcast, the hockers will be broadcast. Dawa to your ear, hot and ready like a DoorDash. Or Uber Eats, lab mushkilab, my treat, cool. Now who's your favorite uncle in the dean? Give in to see how every time he's on the scene. My rock a Koofy t-shirt and some jeans. The podcast is in effect, yeah I mean. Random topics, you stop, watch, we clock it. On to the next, what's poppin'? Red and Baka. Some vital issue, take it personal, then it is you. Just make dua to Allah that He fix you. Whomever He guides, none can lead astray. But if He don't, there's no way, not today. Last not least, the Muslim head shake. It's time to rise up awake. Our ummah's at stake, y'all. Now who's your favorite uncle in the dean? Give in to see how every time he's on the scene. My rock a Koofy t-shirt and some jeans. The podcast is in effect, yeah I mean. Now who's your favorite uncle in the dean? Give in to see how every time he's on the scene. My rock a Koofy t-shirt and some jeans. The podcast is in effect, yeah I mean. Hear ye, Taslim when you see me. Kick back, detach and scratch. Relax your mind, let your akal free. Be down with the sound of AYYTP. AYYTP, yeah you know me. Amoo Yum Yum, the podcast, the hockers will be broadcast. Dawa to your ear, hot and ready like a DoorDash. Or Uber Eats, lab mushkilab, my treat, cool. Now who's your favorite uncle in the dean? Give in to see how every time he's on the scene. My rock a Koofy t-shirt and some jeans. The podcast is in effect, yeah I mean. Random topics, you stop, watch, we clock it. On to the next, what's poppin'? Red and Baka. Some vital issue, take it personal, then it is you. Just make dua to Allah that He fix you. Whomever He guides, none can lead astray. But if He don't, there's no way, not today. Last not least, the Muslim head shake. It's time to rise up awake. Our ummah's at stake, y'all. Now who's your favorite uncle in the dean? Give in to see how every time he's on the scene. My rock a Koofy t-shirt and some jeans. The podcast is in effect, yeah I mean. Now who's your favorite uncle in the dean?
What do you think from it?
I did 5.
You're opposed to? Yeah, only thing from my own Assalamu alaikum. Ahlan wa sahlan. Welcome to Amoo Yum Yum, the podcast where we seek to cure the kufr infected by injecting the Islamic perspective. I am your host, Amoo Yum Yum. With us as always, our Bengali import, who very seldom wears socks, if at all, and very seldom wears shoes, but
wait.
It's the he got socks and shoes today.
He left his leg all the way up here.
Amoo Yusuf, the Amoo you love to hate.
Yes.
And mashallah, returning as always, I love to see the sundry of faces.
Yes,
right?
yes.
And that's a big word for variety.
Sundry.
The sundry faces, the sundry of faces.
Yeah.
And the inputs are very, very important. Okay. We have Amoo Jeremiah, Amoo Jawaz, Eye Candy,
OG.
Ladies, thank y'all for having me.
AK, some sisters say, when is the brother coming back?
Yes, he's back.
With all of the iman.
Yes, he's back.
And Amoo, young boy. Amoo Amir, subhanAllah.
Yes.
Yeah, Amoo Amir. Yeah. So
I was asking all day long, man.
what happened?
I was asking what is for today's
I did it.
which one?
Got it. We got it.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Go for it.
Oh, you have to disclaim.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, see what I'm talking about? Oh, I think he put random already.
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah, I did.
Got to disclaim.
Okay, disclaimer has to come before the random. Okay. What is the disclaimer? A button. Here we go.
Button.
All right, Amir, read the disclaimer, please.
The opinion of Amoo Yum Yum, the podcast, is based on Islam. Our intentions are to be correct. However, we may not be always right.
That's me.
Others may differ in
You
concepts.
say you mixed the words. However, always right may not be. What are you, Yoda? read it verbatim, man. He said, however, always not be right, we may not. And may the podcast be with you.
Y'all can read it, man. Y'all see it up there.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So anyway.
So what was the
Random.
Yeah.
The random is okay.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you should have said that one. No, the random is my son, who's a junior, was in the playoffs, football.
Who cares about your son?
I do a lot. Anyway, so he's in the playoffs. So me and brother Ismail went to watch him. It's like their third game.
What is Ismail? He didn't come with you?
No, I think he was done.
He was done.
He was done.
I was telling him to come.
So anyway, we went to watch him play. They happened to lose. They lost. Okay. So here's the deal. I go to the games. It's two parts of the game I really hate. One part I hate more than the other. Okay. First part I hate is the standing for the national anthem. Of course, I don't stand. Yeah. You know, Shahada can't do that and Shahada at the same time. Sorry.
Yeah, but some Muslims do stand. So.
Yeah, they coward.
Beta.
Hella beta.
Even back home.
Yeah, hella beta.
Right.
Wait, back home you stand for the American anthem?
No, for the whatever the
the one is all the same.
Yeah,
it's all different gods.
Yeah.
Different anyway, so what happened is the second part I hate is guess. Can anybody guess the second part I hate?
What?
Of those games?
Halftime?
Halftime. I hate halftime. Because the bands go out and the young girls are man, I'll be on my phone, man.
Ooh, yeah.
Look it up some
I don't-
hadiths, some fatwas.
What would you see? What was there?
I don't want to talk about it.
So what does the band has? Like what else?
The band has
The band has
music.
band.
Huh?
It has music.
They have music.
What else?
Yeah.
They have.
But there's
they have Yani.
yeah, there's some young girls that are being trained
Ooh, yeah.
to go out and get things in life. Okay?
Yo, that shit
right here.
It's bad. It's bad. So
Okay.
anyway, so okay, look. So
Oh, really?
my way of getting
yeah.
the bands are actually playing.
Yeah.
But then they got this pageantry with the kicking and the dancing and the flag waving and all that kind of stuff.
What does it do? Like, what is the point of it?
I'm doing well, bro. It's exploitation.
Yeah.
It's exploitation all the way. Okay.
Training.
You got grown men looking now. If you have a daughter down there,
Yeah.
I don't know how a man can look at his own daughter down there. I don't, man,
Practically
bro.
naked.
I would lose my
Just
mind.
knowing
bro.
your daughter, you don't even have to be there looking at her.
I would lose my
knowing that
mind,
she's
bro.
there, it's like,
these people have no more ghira
heavily made up, look like naked clowns, you know, heavily made up.
Not Pennywise.
Pennywise is
Penny
sexy.
dumb.
Are you
They look
kidding?
like penny dumb. No, but check it out though. Okay,
Yeah.
here's the part. So while that band stuff's going on, I hate it.
Mhm.
I'm doing this, you know. I'm doing YouTube and whatever else, you know,
Yeah, yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
So I'm doing that. Now, but this male goes to get water. See, want water, Ox? Yeah. So he goes to get water. He's gone for quite a while. Now, we went, because my son's school side was packed, barely any place to sit, man. I mean, we were like this.
It was a home game, right?
Well, no, we're the home game. There's two traveling teams.
Oh, okay.
Two traveling teams. They had Lake Travis had the home side with the announcer and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And it was less of them there. Okay, so they said any overspill from that side can come on this side to the right of the band if you face it to the right of the band. So we saw some extra seating. Ismail, want to go over there, man? At the second half, let's go over there, man. It's tight off in here, you know.
Yeah.
So he said, okay, let's go. So we went across here. He said, I'm gonna go get some water. Need some water. Okay, go get water. Before he got back, the girls that dance on the thing, we right across from the band.
Mhm.
They all look like the nerds you see on TV. There was like 100 of them, band members.
Yeah.
They all look like the nerds on TV.
I used to be a band member.
These
Yeah,
are not
I was
the
a band.
popular
Yeah.
kids.
I was a band. I was also
These are not the jocks. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely not.
You know, these are not the jocks. You can see them, they look stereotypically.
Yeah.
You know, it's a rich white school, that school, Lake Travis. So anyway, you know, here it is. The girls that be down dancing and stuff, they wearing like little frizzy things, and they got stockings on, like Hooters.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And they got hats on and all little decorations, right? Here's the problem. This little girl way down.
Yeah.
I'm way up. I'm trying to film like bird's eye view on the field. The girl way down. She turns around and just starts doing something. It was like 7 days worth of ass just,
Oh my God.
bruh.
Ya Allah.
Look.
Ya Allah. Ya Allah. Oh my God.
Oh man.
Oh.
Bruh.
Oh.
It was, she had
On
on
the camera.
She had on banties. These are banties.
Bandits.
This is not
It's a hypersexual
Translation?
man.
panties.
Bandits.
No, check it out. It's not
La ilaha illallah.
bent over in like it was like 7 days worth of ass. Like I counted. I said Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. Okay. All that way.
But those are bloomers that you have underneath. It's called bloomers.
No, those not bloomers.
They didn't
bro.
bloom. They were all like full
These-
blood.
these were-
They love this stuff.
There was two cheeks,
okay.
White.
Like fighting in a
two lily white cheeks,
like two cats in a bag.
pointed that way.
Okay.
Now I'm way up. I don't have the best view.
I
Those guys and parents down,
Yeah.
they can look at her future.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Oh, she got a lot of kids coming.
Yeah.
You know? So anyway, she bent over, bruh.
Ah.
It's not. She's not squatting. You can't be modest in these things.
Yes.
Right.
Well,
You have to actually sit on your can.
Yeah.
And leave it like that.
Yeah.
So she's squatting. She's turned around.
They're not meant to be modest, by the way. You're not
Yeah,
meant to be
yeah.
modest.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
like, there's a
So I'm saying.
Starter kid,
Yeah.
Yeah, there's that. No, for real.
So look, it's pointed that way. I'm
Yeah.
way up, so I don't have the best view. Somebody could see right down. You know, they could see. Medina or whatever. I don't know what they can see. You know. But anyway, here's the problem. She's doing something in a bag or something like this. Like it had to be a minute. Felt like an hour.
And you're filming. You're filming. The whole time you're filming out there, right?
No.
Okay. No, I mean, how did you see it? Because you said you were way over the top.
I said,
Oh,
look
no,
around.
Oh, you
like-
were- okay,
It's
so-
halftime. He's not filming.
I'm looking around like,
Yeah.
So make sure I understand this.
I'm like, is anybody else? I'm like,
Yeah.
the parents, I know them dudes down there they was in it. I'm saying,
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Men are men. Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
so men are men.
Yeah.
Forget all that crap, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, she could have been 17. Texas. Anyway, so check it out.
Yeah.
So she's doing that. Then this is what happens. I'm like, man, I said, man, this is crazy. Like, I'm like what's going on here?
Yeah.
And then when she finally straightens up like this, I said, okay, she's straightened up. Now I can look on the field again. I couldn't look on the field. I had to like,
He's all with the kid with his camera, just like,
Yeah, you gotta be all. That's how awkward you try.
Yeah.
But
like it's Medusa. You can't look
it's
directly
not
at it.
even
It goes
my
on the
daughter
side.
or me. I felt embarrassed.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely,
Good.
absolutely.
That's somebody else
Sure,
just like
alhamdulillah,
that.
Yeah, yeah,
alhamdulillah,
yeah.
alhamdullah, you
Yeah,
felt
yeah.
embarrassed.
So,
That's
so
good.
what happened was when she straight up, she said, She had no sense of. I told Ismail, I said, bro, I'm glad you weren't here, but I'm gonna tell you what happened. I said she had no sense of shame, shyness, nothing.
Yeah, haya, yeah.
When she straightened back up, she's looking at something, and she looked back like this, and then turned back.
What do you think that she meant by that?
Nobody said anything. Nobody said anything.
So she want to make sure that people were watching?
Everybody saw what happened. No,
We don't know.
She looked back like, I wonder if they looked up my butt.
Like it just dawned on her? That whole minute that she was down there like that? Like it never...
That's what I'm saying. It's like there was
crossed
nothing
her mind.
there, man. There was no shyness, no decency, nothing.
Throw popcorn or something at her like, hey.
I was like, man, in my mind, I'm like, man, if that was my daughter, man, I would.
Well, that's...
Bro, I'm like...
Could you have reminded her? Like, you think
Look at this guy.
Hey!
Man!
I
don't know what to say.
Oh man.
I don't know what to say.
Man.
I don't know what to say. But could I remind her? Excuse me, your is very delicious.
To remind the benefits the naked, huh?
Pardon me, do you have any great coupons?
Reminder benefits the naked.
لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله.
Could you have reminded her?
Go on.
I'm just saying. How close were you?
But you see the sad thing. This is everywhere, and people act like nothing is happening.
Bruh.
Like they're like
Look, I was
or something.
away from it.
Yeah.
I was away from it. Imagine her at the bottom of the bleachers. This is a big stadium. I'm way at the top. I'm like, the dude's right down there.
It's a full moon tonight.
For real.
Yeah.
So some of them probably started fast.
But why people act like it's nothing? Like
It's the sense.
Bruh.
That's why it's
Yeah.
You cannot tell me that there's not men there. Now, a lot of these girls are women. They're women, despite what
Yeah, absolutely.
They're women. What they shouldn't dress like that, bro. I don't understand it, bro. I don't understand. Like they dress like that.
you gotta control yourself.
And it's
Right.
us.
No, there's two parts to it.
You gotta control
There's
yourself.
two parts. The part one
Yeah.
is for the women to cover themselves up. Part two is for the men to lower the gaze, right? Am I right?
No.
We're out
For
of back.
believing women.
For believing women.
I'm talking about that. You're talking about the
That's
general.
Yes.
She
Better general.
she had something. I don't know if you call it a man, but she had something. but I'm saying like the whole point is that these are grown men down there.
Yeah.
Her dad, I don't know where her dad is. I don't know if he was in the stadium or whatever, but these are grown men down there. They had the money shot.
Yeah, but when people
Down below they had the. I'm way up like, oh man, anybody else see this?
I'm sure people look
Zero.
at it. I mean, when people
Of course
say
they did, bro.
but
We live in America, bro. Women were looking.
No.
Women were looking.
it's so disturbing. Then they blame men need to control themselves.
Then when a man disowns his daughter because she goes into an industry, or they say, oh, you should have been there. You should have.
Hooters.
One life to live. I only got one life to live. I'm saying.
Yeah.
I got one. You can't chase behind a whole nother life. You can't do it. You give them the tools. You give them the lessons. You give them the nasiha. You give them the warning.
Yeah.
Okay. Teach them the deen. When they want to go out and do what they want to do, that's different. These people are kuffar. Man, somebody had to be like, right down below, boy, they had the money shot.
That's a norm though for them. I mean, it's just a norm with them.
Because like
Was that a
their
Rami?
moms did it.
Shaking our Muslim
It was like
Okay.
generations.
He said shaking Muslim head. Shaking my Muslim head.
Grandmama did it.
No, ahead.
How do you do that, man? Show me how do you do that, man. Hey, show me now. Show me. Shaking your come on. He did. No, that wasn't shaking. That was more like a bouncing. Bouncing.
Twerking my Muslim ass.
Shaking my non-Muslim.
Oh my God, Jeremiah, come on, man. Oh my God.
There's no relation.
Do you have to do this bouncing thing? Left and right? Does it have to be to the left, to the left, to the right, to the right? What the heck, man? La ilaha illallah. Oh my God.
Do it, man.
Shaking my
Is that
Muslim.
shaking my Muslim head?
La ilaha illallah. For those people that are watching this show, go ahead and click like and share. Would highly appreciate it. If you want Sadiq, I'm going him to stop bouncing and shaking his Muslim A. Share it. La ilaha illallah. But this is disturbing because recently you saw the documentary, right, about the open secret, about the crazy Hollywood pedophilia. It's a lot of
I haven't seen it.
That's crazy stuff, man. So this is how things start. Oh, it's okay. It's nothing wrong. Control yourself. There's nothing control yourself, man. Wallahi, even in college.
I don't like
beauty pageants from 3 years old.
Man, bro, it's so many creeps.
Oh yes.
Creeps are look. I coach youth football, basketball, so on, just youth sports, right?
You can spot them.
But check it out though. Check it out. During our coaching training, they said, look, if you see something suspicious, say something.
Mm-hmm.
They say because these types gravitate toward youth sports.
Yeah.
And anywhere there's youth.
Yeah.
I can imagine at the children's gymnastic competition, stuff like that. You can imagine at these games, volleyball games, like volleyball, like
but
dude, they got people ain't got no kids nowhere in their school.
but you know what is worse, Akhi? You know what is worse? You know what is
that?
worse? People with disability. There's a sport activity for disabled people, right?
Mm-hmm.
And these people hang out there. No, I'm not talking about that. Yeah, for real. They go after.
You say the pedophiles will go after the handicapped.
Yes.
So they can't.
Oh my God. La.
Get off me!
No, because these disabled, they can fight, man. They can say nothing, which is even more scary.
No, not that. The homes, like for instance, you got state hospital.
You know what I'm saying? It's just,
You
they
got
can defend themselves.
the state hospital out for
This
South
guy.
Preston.
Yeah.
Look, they got people that gravitate toward that type of work because the people are
Mentally,
what do you call that?
No, there was
They're like invalid. They invalid. They can't move. They can't. How many stories?
Yes.
How many stories you got to
It's
hear
messed
about
up,
people
man.
being
It's
abused in
messed up.
homes and all that kind of stuff?
No, absolutely. Yeah.
People that are predatory gravitate toward that type of stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying, like, I'm in the crowd. I don't even want to look like it's not. First of all, alhamdulillah, I hate stockings. Like the Hooters thing.
Yeah.
I've never been to Hooters a day in my life. I'm saying. It was a Muslim couple say, "Oh, we go for the wings." Dude, why you and your wife going there?
Well, they don't have
Hey, you can do that one. What are you talking about? They can do that one.
Yeah.
They can order to go or DoorDash, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
they can do that one, man.
It's
No,
just
come
so
on,
sad.
man.
Now they got dude Hooters. So now you got Dooders.
You can't go for
What's it
the
called?
win.
Hooters.
They food is terrible,
Say,
man.
oh boy, wait to tell you. May I take your order?
Ooh, yeah.
Man, I take it. Let's say the guy, man. Okay, can I get a sausage and
a banana.
can I get a sausage and some wings?
People are gonna say like, "What is this?"
He ain't no email.
Man, anyway, let's go, man.
But you understand my point but these kids that they can, which is even worse, is crazy. They can defend themselves. They can, and they get,
I don't understand the parents, man. I don't understand the parents. This God, we
I was thrown off. That's why, I was laughing when you said.
we going into
Allah
the
forgive you
stadium.
all.
We going into the stadium. Dude walking out. No, we going in before the game. Dude's walking out we walking away for some reason. He got a shirt. I'm a fan of Brennan Cheer, which is the name of the school. I'm a fan of Brennan Cheer. I'm like, does he have a daughter? You know, that go. I'm thinking like, man, I just don't. I don't get it, man. And these Catholics, man, they can front all they want to. These are men.
And they get away, actually. That's why you have the Sex Registry, whatever. On app, you can see who.
Yeah, and that's a farce.
Yeah.
That's a farce. Any senior that had a 16-year-old, had a sophomore girlfriend is on that list.
Oh, it's just
Yeah.
It's
Give you an
You're talking about
accurate
the-
list.
it can be accusation and you play it out because you couldn't afford to fight it. It can be it's so many variations
Even
and levels
peeing
of that,
outside,
man.
if you're
Like,
peeing outside, you
They
get
just
acid
bust them all
exposure.
out.
Yeah.
and there's certain things. I had a guy. It was a guy on the job. I didn't tell you, but he was on the job. I shouldn't have left you alone with it, but he said,
He's like,
"No."
get off me!
Oh, stop it.
He said, no. The dude on the job, said, yeah, man. He said, man, I gotta ask him. I said, you working tomorrow? He said, no, cause I gotta go to this thing, man, cause I got accused of this and this and that. And I'm like, he was telling me about, yeah, man, I'm trying to get custody of my kids. So the next thing she do is put these charges on me, which now he's on that list. He's on that thing now.
Very common.
I'm saying?
Very common.
He's on that thing because it's a way to stain you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a way to stain you. You know. Anyway.
La ilaha illallah. Anyway, guys, let's
That's
go
trash.
stick with the topic because otherwise I don't want to see too many bouncing asses. So here we go.
Crazy. Yeah.
What's poppin'?
What's poppin'?
Z topic.
Two levels of Islamophobia.
Islamophobia.
Islamophobia. They call it Islamophobia.
Islamophobia.
And what is it after that? Like 2 levels of Islamophobia and what?
That's it.
That's it? There was no explain, nothing? Okay.
That's it. 2 levels of Islamophobia.
I thought it was explained or something.
I see there are 2 levels.
Okay.
Just for those that may not know, Islamophobia literally is fear of Islam. Fear of Islam. But the way this phobia is used these days, man, it really doesn't make a whole lot of sense. They don't use it consistently, basically, based on the root of phobia, which is fear of, right?
Yeah.
Arachnophobia, fear of spiders, right?
Yeah.
But in this society, you hear a lot homophobia.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I'm not scared
Yeah.
of you because you know.
The bubble and the bubble.
Yeah. If you're not if you're not afraid of Allah,
Yeah.
you know, or afraid to contradict the very nature in which you're created, then I'm not afraid of you.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
You just prefer not to deal with.
Yeah. You know, Allah says, "Ittaqi fitna." You know what I'm saying? Fear the fitna.
Yeah.
Fear of fitna.
Mm.
The fitna that not only affects the khas, you know, the specific people that are doing wrong, but it affects the am, the general.
The
You know,
society.
yeah.
Right?
It's like
Yeah.
if you got gangs in your neighborhood and the rival gang comes through every so often shooting up this one trap house, those stray bullets could hit innocent people.
Right.
So that is a greater fitna than them killing each other.
Yeah. So it'd be better just to get rid of the.
Yeah. You get rid of the whole.
Demolish it.
Yeah, you get rid of the whole deal.
Yeah.
So here's the issue: when they say homophobia, oh, you people fear, and they turn phobia into fear. You notice?
Yeah.
It's a no, they turn phobia into hate.
Yeah.
I say fear. They
Yeah.
turn phobia into hate. So instead of saying homo hate, they say homophobia. Like, man, I'm not scared of you.
Yeah.
I'm not scared of you because of a lifestyle that you choose.
What about fat phobia?
That's what I'm saying.
Scared of them
Is
too?
that a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Fear of them
So
sitting on
they
your
use
lap.
that incorrectly as well.
So-
Yeah.
So this is what it should be. It is one
Fear
of the
for
several
your
English words
stress
beginning
on
with
your
miss.
car.
So to hate something, in English, technically, you should use the word miss in front of it. So like MIS. So misinformed, right?
What are you talking about?
Someone who despises something.
Uh-huh.
The correct usage would be miss homo. Miss homo would be the proper way of saying the hatred.
That's like
of-
saying bull diver.
huh?
Bulldog.
Miss Homo, it's like saying bull diver.
Yeah, Miss Homo. Yeah, I get it.
It's like saying bull
Come on,
diver.
Miss Homo.
It's not a Mr. Homo?
So that's the Greek root word for hate is miss, M-I-S.
Greek.
Yeah. So that's the proper, not the phobia on the end, the fear of. It
Yeah.
would be miss in front.
It'd be
So miss,
perfect.
miss
Does
Islam.
miss always mean hate?
Islam.
This is just,
Missy Elliott, I mean, like I hate the way she looked.
Oh, yeah.
but you can't stop listening to her.
Mistreated. Like, is that where I come from?
Like you hate treats.
Yeah.
If you hate snacks in the street.
Miss Snacks.
Actually, you know what? It's been altered. So originally it would be missia. The original.
Miss Yard?
Missia.
What? Miss
Missia.
Yard?
Missia.
Yeah, but I don't think people would use that.
No, they don't. But I'm saying that would be the proper.
But nevertheless, so you got
Very technical.
when they say homophobia, they're saying you hate us. Da da da. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, you can hate the lifestyle, you can hate everything about it, the thought of it, you know, and you can hate the people that engage in it. It's your right to do so. Allah hates them, you know what I'm saying? It's your right to do so. So but the point is that it's not a fear, except you fear the impact
Yeah.
upon the general people
Society, yeah.
that don't engage in that.
Mhm.
Because like when they concocted when they concocted the AIDS virus, when they concocted it, right?
Yeah.
It said it came from the green monkey. Like dudes been getting bit by monkeys in Africa all this time. You know what I'm saying? Cause them monkeys bite. They bite.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So anyway, so what happens is that they come up with the AIDS virus. They thought it was be centralized. Even Eddie Murphy had the joke that his wife hang out with a gay dude at a bar and give him a kiss goodnight, see you later, and go home with the AIDS on her lips. You know what I'm saying? And she go home kiss her husband, and next thing you know, he get a doctor's checkup like, Mr. Murphy, you have AIDS. AIDS, I'm not a homosexual. Doctor said, sure, you're not a homosexual. because they thought that was a centralized disease.
Yeah.
Maybe when they concocted it, maybe that's what they thought. It would just wipe out, those type of people, right?
That's crazy.
But nevertheless, this fear, you fear the consequences, right? Because this affected everybody in general.
The ripple effect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when it comes to Islam, why is there a phobia about Islam? Because it does exist. People fear Islam, but I think there are two levels of people that fear, two levels of phobia when it comes to Islam.
Okay.
And in this I don't know if it's a concept, but this term was actually also created from here too. The West.
Yeah, the West
They created this
I know
term.
certain brothers use it too much.
Yeah, I had to be careful because you're using their terminologies, using their concepts. You got to be careful how you're using it because you're gonna fall into the same trap. But I think the Islamophobia. A lot of people think that it comes from the non-Muslim, right?
But no, yeah.
I think it comes from the Muslim too.
It does, especially.
Well, I think
Iranian.
they piggyback off the homophobia, didn't they? Because it was homophobia first.
Yeah.
Okay, what was?
I heard homophobia before I heard.
Yeah. But then they came Islamophobia after that. Then,
I wonder when that was.
but
I'm gonna look at that.
but even the Muslims are Islamophobic. They are.
So that would seem to be a third level.
Wow.
If Muslims are now, why would Muslims be Islamophobic?
Yeah, because there are Muslims that actually fight Islam.
Yeah, have
They
you
don't
ever?
want Islam to be established.
Do you know
They don't
any
want Islam-
Iranians? Irani? Meet an Irani that moves here, from Iran. Okay.
You ever met one?
Yeah, have you met one?
What did you
Huh?
run? I run some. I run.
I would say a lot of them.
I was
hate,
running outside.
hate Islam.
Huh?
I would say a lot of them hate Islam.
They
Not Iranis,
hate,
but there are a lot of Muslims.
No, there's a lot of
that know
Iranis
how
that
to
hate
it
because
for
it's forced down the
Islam.
throat.
No,
You know what I mean?
that's an excellent
Yeah.
point. That's an excellent point. But you also have some people that, for example, defend the corrupt rulers,
Okay.
right? Defend the corrupt Salaf scholars,
Yeah.
and you were talking about a subject to establish the deen how Muhammad Sallam established it,
Right.
and they're against it. So they actually are Islamophobic.
Yeah.
But we don't call it Islamophobic. But they're actually.
Is that fear or hate? Though?
That's what I'm saying.
I think
It sounds more like hate.
More like
Well, hate is derived from fear, I think.
But it's
No,
different.
but
I
this.
think for the bottom line is like if you don't understand something, then you
I
fear it.
don't
You don't fear
think-
it.
I hate certain things
But you're not
because of
fearful.
our knowledge of it.
Okay, that's different.
You can
Yeah.
fear things based on ignorance.
Yes, but the ignorance.
You
the
can also
ignorance-
hate things based on ignorance.
Yeah.
These
But I don't. You
these-
can fear based on knowledge too. I guess.
these
Yeah.
corrupt leaders, these leaders that have been installed by the colonial power, by the Western power, they are the ones that don't want it, for example. So they're going to do everything to keep the Muslim population ignorant. That's why in all the masajid you have so-called shuyukh talks about wudu and fasting and stuff that is very basic, elementary, but they can never go beyond that.
Right.
Anytime you have a question like you have some sincere Muslim are like emotional, like crying, they're saying, "Hey, yo, I mean, Muslims are dying here, dying there. What should we do? What should we do? I'm getting frustrated." Akhi, just make
What
dua.
Allah says in the Quran, why would you like fighting the way of
Yeah.
Allah when those that are oppressed among men, women, and children
Right.
are crying, when will come the help of Allah?
Yeah.
See, why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I'm saying
You're absolutely
they
correct.
tell us don't, just make dua.
Just make dua.
I never found that.
And when you talk about the subject of how about if we believe this Islam is a complete way of life, how about let's go and establish it? Let's go talk to all the ulama talk to the leaders. They're gonna fight you. So are they scared of the implementation of the deen, or are they just using the same because the Westerners, they use the so-called Islamophobic to attack you actually, right? The Muslim leaders are doing the same thing, but we don't want to look at it that way. I think that's what's happening too.
What do you think? Anybody else?
I don't know. That
Because they don't want it to be established. They don't want Islam to be ruled.
I don't know about what do you say, applying Islamophobia to Muslims?
I'm saying Muslims are also Islamophobic, not just yeah.
I don't know.
Not just the Muslim that are talking to the because the Westerners, they're going to promote, for example, they're going to help you to promote modern way of thinking of Islam, liberal Muslims, secular Muslim. They're putting a lot of money, a lot of resources to promote that and push that, right? Then you have the so-called other side of the Muslim doing the same thing like what these enemies are doing. So Muslim actually doing that too. That's how I look at it. It's not just coming from the West. It's also coming, from the Muslims themselves.
I understand that, like Muslims today are, you're basically built for the status quo. That the Muslims are built for. They're not built for Islam or whatever.
Yeah.
Or
In fact, I can speak because I'm one of them. Like I'm trying to change that, but yeah.
And then you have so-called these so-called ulama that say stuff like, What happened in Syria, they deserve it because they went against the leader. Or you have these ulama that go shake hand with the rulers of the UAE and kiss their hand and say stuff like, "Oh, Muhammad Sallallahu will be happy with you." I mean, stuff like that. Like, these are coming, from Muslims. You know what I mean? So in a way, when I look at it, I'm like, wow, they're also attacking us too. They also actually don't want this Islam to basically properly, flourish. Either they work with the enemies but the point is, in a way, even right now, look at all these so-called, in Turkey, they're making all these, like the Uthmani Khulafa series and whatnot. Then you have the UAE and the Saudi making their version to attack each other. Because for political reasons, because of Turkey and the situations happening politically right there. So they're utilizing that. So in a way, they're attacking, if you want to use the term Islamophobe, they're actually attacking Islam. That's how I'm looking at it. Not necessarily from the term itself, but I see it from both sides. I see it coming from the non-Muslim, and I also see the Muslim either directly or indirectly also attacking the deen.
Because that's what they're taught to do.
Yeah.
Like you were saying, the Muslims aren't built, they built to accommodate the status quo, not built for Islam.
Right.
From the dawah to the so-called minhages that they follow, the teachings and all these things that contradict what you know about Islam as a basis, as a basic, they contradict all of that. So they're built to carry the status quo. What is status quo? The absence of Islam.
Yeah.
The absence of Islam.
Would you say that if one of us was to meet Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, would he recognize the deen that we follow?
I don't even
Recognize
think
the
like
deen? No, none of us.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
No.
not. I mean, Muhammad Sallallahu did not come to. That's why that calamity thing. Well, I want to talk about that.
Yeah.
But Muhammad Sallallahu did not come, to see this deen spread throughout the earth. Just to see it dominate.
Right. Yeah. That was,
it dominated the Jaziratul Arabia during his time, but not really beyond that. Okay.
he knew it would.
So he didn't come for that.
Yeah.
So he came to give the message in the khutbah al-hujjah, al-wada, he said, have I not delivered the message?
Mm-hmm.
He said, yes, have I not delivered the message? Yes. Or Allah bear witness that they witness that I delivered the message. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now this is what we have. He didn't come for that.
Yeah.
Suratul what's that? Idha ja'a nasrullahi wal fath. Nasr. Ibn Abbas as a youth, when he heard it, he said, this is marking the death of the Rasul Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Because he didn't come to see people enter Islam in waves and tribes and nations. He didn't come for that. He came to deliver the message, and we were to carry it, right? So, with that being said, the status quo today is not for Islam to prevail, not for Islam to dominate, but to carry the agenda that doesn't benefit us. And that's what Muslims are really built for.
Yeah.
We're built for the khutbah about Tawbah every other Friday.
Yes.
And in between that, it's about rap music or lowering the gays and which are all important topics.
But they're standard basics.
But the ummah's dying
Yeah.
because they didn't put their gays down. The ummah's dying. Why? Because they didn't repent to Allah over some personal. Remember, Tawbah is personal repentance.
Yeah.
Kafara is when I harm someone, I have to make amends. Even if I promise him something and I don't fulfill it, I have to fast or feed or clothe. Or I have to do
Kafara,
something to make. I have to cover
make the kafara.
what I did.
Yeah.
The Tawbah is a personal. So why is the khutbah always about that? And when does Tawbah relieve the hardships upon the ummah right now? It doesn't. It takes an army to relieve the hardship of the armies that are occupying our lands and causing us, fitna.
So this is what's happening. I mean, you have when the media talks about he or she's Islamophobe, that means they're attacking Islam, or they're putting the Muslim down, or they're attacking the Rasul Sallam. They call it Islamophobe, right? In the Muslim land, they do the same thing. It's coming from that side. But you mentioned something very important here, because anytime you bring this topic, like that Islam has to, inshallah, be established. What do people say? Oh, but everyone's iman has to be strong. Everyone has some like. So you tell me that you tell me that no practicing here, nobody's practicing.
Everyone
everyone
has to be at the Fajr.
Yeah, I'm like, really? That's not realistic.
When Islam doesn't say everyone has to be at the Fajr, because you have the elderly, you have the youth, you have the women, okay? But they say everyone's got to be at the Fajr. Every who? every able-bodied male. Okay, is that the?
You tell me. Is that
That's
the
what I'm
case?
saying. If everybody able-bodied male hasn't been Fajr before Islam is reestablished, why was that not a requirement to establish Islam in the beginning?
So it's not a requirement.
There were no madrasa, there were no masajid, there were none of that. Muhammad Islam and those with him established Islam. You know what I'm saying? So it really is a big bid'ah that you're throwing obstacles in front of Islam. And one of the obstacles that are being thrown in front of Islam is the dawah given by the enemies of Allah, whether they be quote unquote Muslim or Kafir.
Yeah.
Because this dawah is like I said, giving two levels of Islamophobia. One is was propagated by the elites, the so-called elites of the kuffar. They propagate an ignorance of Islam, which produces a fear of Islam.
Yeah.
That ignorance of Islam that they propagate in movies and television
News,
shows,
songs, books,
all this type of stuff. So now we got television shows with a little Muslim girl. She got hijab on and she has a gay friend.
Yeah.
This is my friend, and kiss him, and you know, and in real life, Muslim sisters, quote unquote sisters, are bringing trans to the sister area in hijab, saying her and she.
Yeah, what's her name?
Using the program.
Linda Sarsour. That.
Yeah.
Something cockroach?
Linda So-So. We call Linda So-So.
What did you
That's
say?
the last name. Yeah, Linda Sarsour. Yeah.
Yeah, Linda So-So.
She's the one who did the movement march and whatnot, and
no,
brought
I
this
just-
person who's a lady,
Okay.
but actually a man. It's not a lady.
Yeah.
And she took him to the.
Oh, he went at Shooters.
Tell him to stop it.
Yeah.
Tell him to stop it, man.
No.
Right in between
Hold
you.
it
Just
down.
like...
The abaya was.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Said, is that your new style, or you just happy to see me? I'm happy to see all of you.
La ilaha illallah. La ilaha
You're gonna
illallah.
beat us, and you're gonna beat
Then
us.
you have these so-called popular celebrity scholars that are actually promoting it.
Yeah.
And going with the flow and causing more confusion to the youth, to the Muslims that don't understand the deen, you know. Subhanallah al-Azim. So the second one was
the first level of Islamophobia is the ignorance that's propagated through Hollywood, print media, videos,
all the time.
to make it normal.
podcasts, whatever. The ignorance becomes the Islam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the Islam that they know, the ignorance.
Yeah.
So that Islam, I fear it too.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I fear that. I fear that Islam that's accommodating, that's pluralistic.
Oh.
I fear that one that like that Saudi thing they got on Netflix. I have nothing for Saudi. There was no Saudi during time Muhammad Sallallahu but the Negroes don't call that a bid'ah.
And the Saudi means the family of Al Saud.
Of course,
Yeah, there was nudged and there was.
It's like the brother said. The kingdom of Saudi Arabia tells you what type of government, kingdom,
Which is not in
monarchy,
Islam. Yeah.
who owns it or who runs
The
it,
family.
Saudi,
Family.
okay, and it tells you where it is, Arabia.
Yeah.
It tells you
Racist.
everything.
Yeah.
I'm saying, it
Like
tells you
national
everything.
travelers. Yeah.
So the only part of that that's actually acceptable is the Arabia part.
Yeah.
Everything else from an Islamic standpoint is
No,
not.
I mean, you can't be a nationalist. You can't be even a travelist. So it's just like all like wrong, you know.
So the point is, the ignorance that's propagated through all different mediums it produces a fear in the ignorant. And why ignorant? Because they are not going to venture any further. They're going to take what they heard. And you'll hear all the time, well, I heard this, and I heard that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like today in the bicycle, we heard a couple of stuff in the bush, right?
And they say what they say well, I know a Muslim that does this. I say, what is Islam?
Yeah.
Is that Islamic what they're doing? Is that what Muslims do? Well, I don't know, they Muslim.
Yeah.
I say, so Jeffrey Dahmer was a Christian that ate homosexuals. Dead homosexuals.
What?
He would kill homosexuals.
Really?
Yeah,
Not,
he gets
not
them out
Nabiha either.
I don't know if he got him off the Craigslist or whatever, but he would get, and it was even a bloody Asian running from his apartment and naked. He grabbed it, the police showed up and escorted the boy back to his house.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah, that's one of the incidents.
He's white.
The boy was bloody, and the police still were apathetic enough not to, But anyway, so the point is, he claimed to be Christian. Hitler said he was a Christian, devout. You know what I'm saying? So you go on and on and on. You know, they dying. He over there dying. Look at him. Salah.
I'm back.
Salah.
I'm back.
Salah Jr.
Yeah, look.
Oh
Ibn Salah. But check it out though. So you have these people calling themselves Christian, but Christians don't want to be associated with them because of the heinous things that we do. But we don't want to be associated with the sister that hangs out with a person that hangs out with
Trans.
with the trans. We don't want to be associated with the dude that got the that's pumping poison into the community with the convenience store, lottery tickets, and so on and so forth. We don't want to be associated with that either. Yeah. Just because you know a Muslim that does something doesn't mean you have an inkling of what Islam is. And if the Islam you fear is what you got through rumor or through individual behaviors, or individual statements, you ever studied Islam itself, then that's your ignorance, and that's where your fear comes from. But guess what else? That fear also pushed people to read Quran. Remember 9/11? Yeah. Okay. It caused people, when they saw Building 7 go down without being hit, they said, Islam is scary.
Yeah.
Islam is a demolition company.
We got magic.
Demolition company.
Yeah. Islam breaks buildings down
with
by
mind.
kinesiology, or whatever you call it.
Kinesiology.
The study
Kinetic. I said kinesiology.
Kinesiology.
Well, it's kinetic, right?
Kinetic something. Yeah. Just make it up.
But anyway, so mental telepathy.
Yeah.
But
building down.
Like
Anyway,
this.
so what
Like
happens
the movie
is that
Scanners, you know that?
because of that fear,
You don't know? You're too young. Yeah.
the more intelligent of them does what? I need to find out what this is
From the source.
We had a lot of shahadas after 9/11 because people said, I need to know what this. I need to know what this Quran says.
Yeah, because they were scared of what we could do.
Yeah.
And then they read the source and they're like, this is beautiful.
You know what? A lot of them had next door neighbors that were like just the nicest people, Yeah. Or they had associates from school, or they had PTA meeting, or they had, workplace.
With good akhlaq.
Yeah.
But see, something that doesn't matter. You know why? Because a couple of years ago, that idiot John Hagee.
Oh,
he was
God.
giving a talk about, if you have a husband as a Muslim, one of these days, he's going to get the phone call, and you'll be on a mission. Like a social
By the way,
and people believe that. I know a brother got divorced. His wife let him go because of that.
John Hagee, anyone who follows him, just...
It's crazy. It's like a sci-fi movie. Like, what? How come I never got that phone call?
They're a profitable business, okay? That's all these evangelist, big churches like that. Send me money, give me money. I need a whole nother jet. I need a personal jet.
Personal jet.
Send us some money too. We need one too.
What they call it, prosperity ministry.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, yeah.
Well, he mixes prosperity with Zionism. He mixes it with a lot of stuff.
Whatever's convenient.
What is convenient, exactly.
Okay, that's the first level. The ignorance propagated by media and all kind of different mediums that gets people to fear Islam. That's the first level of Islamophobia. Okay. The other level, higher than that, are the elites among the enemies of Allah.
Yeah.
The ones who have control over...
Why do they fear Islam?
Because they recognize what Islam did previously when it was
what Islam
actually established.
I'm
saying when it was established as a system.
And what it will be.
No, they actually understand stuff more. Because when you remember Henry Kissinger? Yeah. A couple of years ago, I was at PBS. They were asking him, about Islam. He said, I have no issue with Islam. As soon like politics, inter-Islam, or even talk about Islam politics, then we have a problem. They know Islam more than they know because it's a system.
Yeah.
They understand it's a system, but we Muslims, you can't call this an ideology. Come on. It's not an ideology. That's a man-made.
Yeah. I mean, the capitalist society that we have now would just crumble if we actually put Islam and the financial ability that we have with that.
No, but the Muslims are busy.
It's not financial.
It's not just financial, yeah.
No, that's about. I'm talking about like the
Malaika not checking bank accounts. They checking levels of Iman.
Yes. I'm just talking about the removal of interest. That's why. If you take that out, the world would just be.
Yeah, but you know what the Muslims are busy? What? Must be the Zionists or must be the Illuminati. That they can take that in the conversation. But when you say what rules the world, it's capitalism. It's secularism that rules the world.
Yeah. All gods equal. The pluralistic concept. That is the chief thought in Muslim countries. I didn't say Islamic countries. I say Muslim countries and all around the world. That's the chief thought. All gods are equal.
No, that's real.
Yeah. Your white Jesus is not equal to my unseen Allah.
Yeah.
Your Vishnu, Shiva, Brahma is equal to and not better than
that whopper.
So on and so forth. I'm saying.
A whopper, right?
Whopper.
Even I see the statement, and I'll have some Muslims disagree. I said there's no so-called, like you said, there's no Islamic country by Islamic definition.
Right.
There's a Muslim land.
Right.
In fact, all Muslim lands are secular, including Saudi. Because part of the
They
Islam,
forget Spain and India Muslim lands.
they were the India and Spain.
Not were, are.
They are, yes.
They are.
Anything
They
that
still have that. They still have that on them. You know.
Because part of the secular belief system, you can have in religion.
Yeah.
You can have your own religion. So Saudi has that.
Yeah.
But people don't, because the Muslims don't understand what siyasa is. They don't understand how the siyasa works. I mean, politics. They don't understand. They don't look at it from that perspective, because these so-called directly or indirectly so-called ulama that have been produced by the same colonists that produced those countries. What are they going to give you? If these countries, سواء كانت the Arab countries, the subcontinent, the Africa, the colonists, it is in the history books. They made these. They put these puppet. They installed them. They created them. Do you really think they're going to teach you all the stuff that Islam teaches?
No, nobody. Look, the one that made the game, you can't beat him at it.
You talking about the rapper, the game?
Right.
No, the one that makes the video game, you can't beat him at it.
Yeah.
Because every cheat code you discover,
Yes.
he wrote that program.
Yeah.
He wrote that program. That up, down, left, right, A, B, whatever. I never played. I'm just saying that right
Let's
there
look him up.
is he made the cheat code.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He made the game, and he knows the flaws. He knows the way around it. You know what I'm saying? So with this being said, that this is the Kufar's system. This is their way. Okay, they that have the most to lose are going to fight the hardest to maintain it.
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah,
To
absolutely.
fight the hard. So their phobia of Islam is that Islam will come and take from.
And it will.
Yeah, it will. It would take their honor system, which is the most wealth and the lightest skin. You know what I'm saying? They'll take their honor system.
Making me feel bad.
It'll take their ways and means of prestige, how they earn their money, how they maintain their money. You know what I'm saying? The way they enslave others. Like they say, like we mentioned before, I mentioned Tesla uses slave labor in lithium mines in Africa. Children.
Yeah.
Children.
De Beers?
That's what Tesla making their batteries from. You know what I'm saying? Nike, slave labor in China.
Yep. De Beers
So,
with the diamonds.
yeah, America is saying what? America is saying, well, hey, look, free enterprise, da da da. China got to stop that. Nike is an American company, though.
Mm-hmm.
Before we continue, Gina here says, is there an open Q&A or commenting ability? For now, if you don't mind, please, put your question in the comment section and we'll go through it.
Yeah, you can comment right there,
Yeah.
inshallah.
Okay. Yeah,
We'll get to it,
yeah.
inshallah.
Go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
But there is a way to bring in. There's a way to bring it in. Through the messenger, or what have you. There's a way to bring it in.
Okay.
But nevertheless, so that's the first level is the ignorance propagated by the system. Okay, that keeps the people ignorant of Islam.
Yeah.
Which causes them to fear Islam based on false concepts, preconceptions, prejudices, whatever.
Yeah.
Then the second level are the elites
Mhm.
that fear Islam in their pocket. You know what I'm saying?
Their interest, the loss of their interest.
Changing the status quo.
Oh, yeah.
The loss of their particular interests.
Yeah.
Who don't have the interests of the people in mind. Notice that. They're propagating a fear among the people of Islam
Yeah.
because they fear Islam taking away their prestige, their false prestige.
Yeah. And they tried everything. They tried books, movies, everything, and then noticing that it's not working. Some of these Muslims are bowing down. So they're gonna go to the fourth and the fifth generation. They're gonna focus on them. And that's why, what's her name? Cheryl Bernard from the Rand Corporation. She wrote that paper, Civil Democratic Islam, and it lays out everything there. They said we have to promote the democratic version of Islam or the modern version of Islam because we're going to coexist with them. So we got to create that version. They're saying that. This is in the policy making.
And they even mentioned certain organizations they use to bridge Islam and Kufr. They mentioned the Muslim American Society, MAS. They mentioned us specifically as one of the organizations that they use to bridge the gap between Islam and Kufr.
Well, actually, America would be that because we have more converts here than anywhere else in the world.
Well,
You know that? So it would be in the land here.
yeah, but I'm talking about the Muslim organizations.
Yeah.
You know, the ones over there off of Fredericksburg.
They said that.
Crossroads, anyway. So,
Okay.
Oh, other popular name.
Yeah.
Like Isna was mentioned, Igna was mentioned,
Really?
Care was mentioned.
I believe
It's in the
Care-
book.
I
It's in
believe
the
Care
book.
was in there.
You know?
So that what you're saying though, going to that fourth and fifth generation, that's a tactic of Shaitan. When you look at Nuh alayhi salam, with the statues that were put up originally of it was after Nuh. Shaitan had them put up these statues to honor these good people who were good on the deen. And then as generations got further and further along, he would tell them, you know what, you should worship that statue. That was a god once. And so they corrupted it as the generations go along.
Yeah, but I'm talking about from the real life practical thing.
I know,
This
but
is
just
what all evil, all,
Yeah.
from the they're all shayateen anyway.
Yeah.
But this is what they're doing as a strategic plan. But we don't look at the strategic plan.
Yeah.
We're too busy trying to wear socks and khuf and worried about long pants, small pants, and because we're not that level. We gotta come to that level, understand, and look at the reality as a whole, like what's happening.
Amir.
Yeah, you're hiding. You're like,
Why you hiding,
we can't even see.
Scoot over to Yusuf.
Yes, come here. Don't be scared. I don't
Put,
bite.
put your head on
Yeah,
Yusuf's shoulder.
yeah.
Take a nap.
Yes, I mean, are the Muslims? Would you say the Muslims are third level? He put here that is it in the 1970s, Iran coined the term Islamophobia.
Yeah.
What I don't like about this article is it says Islamic Iranian fundamentalists, and I don't like that term. Iranian fundamentalists coined the term Islamophobia in the 1970s. That's what that's what is said in this particular article.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
And not just that. If you study history, and history is beautiful, after the destruction of the Khilafah in 1924, in the Arab nation, there were many intellectuals, like in universities, like with Nobel Prize, big names, and they were all promoting what? Secular separation, women rights. From there, like from day one, they never stopped. So this idea of secularization and implementing their own belief, it's happening throughout the Muslim world. But if you look at Africa, we were talking about the other day about how Mali has all these British and Italian and I think American tried to get involved in these gold mines.
Yeah.
Like 2,000 mine was it? None of them are owned by
he
people
said
in Mali.
80. What did he say? 80,000?
No, 800.
800.
Owned by like what the French or
Dutch, no, yeah.
but see, and the
None of
people,
it is owned by the actual
and they're suffering.
indigenous.
So they're sucking the resources from the Muslim lands, from the like Africa or Middle East and whatnot. Then they brag about, oh, we are the beacon of humanity. You're stealing from the poor
and
people.
they're not giving back to
No,
the community at all.
no.
Yeah.
They actually, you know what? In a way, they rely on the Muslim and the
They
whole
do,
country
for the
because of
labor.
resources.
Yeah, and the resources. Yeah.
So imagine if inshallah ta'ala, when the Sultan Ummah and the system comes back, they're gonna lose all that.
What the thing about it, what they have, might be an
asset.
I don't know, a retributive act of war. Like, hey, you got to return that gold. We're gonna
Right.
bust your head to the white meat. So the ignorant, because of propaganda,
Yeah.
fears Islam. The intellectuals among them actually will go research and find out that hey, Islam is not what I'm being told, because there's always a segment of society that's going to break status quo.
Yeah.
They got engineers for 9/11 truth. They got architects for 9/11 truth.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They got airplane pilots for 9/11 truth. They probably got stewardesses
That's what I'm saying. That's
for
the-
9. I mean, they got
You'll find it.
every fraction of society.
You'll find it.
It's saying, man, look, this, matter of fact, we're working for a pilot, right? Working for a pilot out there in shirts. So the Coopleys, right? So I asked him, I said, hey, if I learn, because he in his learning how to be a pilot, he learned how to fly a little plane, next one. Now he flying the big ones, right? Big ones, right? So I said, that's just something. If you learn how to fly that one, could you automatically fly that one? Because many said the 9/11 terrorists learn how to fly the plane like crop dusters, like Cessnas, little small ones, right?
Yeah.
I say, if you fly that one, I say, could you know how to fly that one?
Just jump to that one.
He said, oh, well, all that was part of my training. No, I said, no. If you only learn to fly that one, can you fly this? He said, oh, no.
Wow.
Totally different system.
But they say they perfectly flew into buildings, which actually you have to have coordinates from a tower to fly into that building. It's not like driving a car. I can drive a Cadillac into the World Trade Center, but you can't do a plane. You have to have coordinates. You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, how
you trying to
steady
convince?
did that plane? That plane was so steady.
Did the
and
cat-
it turned. Come on, man,
Did the
stop.
Cadillac have like
Hydraulics.
hydraulics? Yes.
But saying that, who are you trying to convince? Though? I mean, we all know that.
But that's what I'm saying.
It's
So,
called
so,
false
so
flag.
you got all of these profound intellectual
Intellectuals within society. Yeah.
levels of society. People like pilots, right?
Yeah.
You have architects, engineers. You have
Demolition.
all these different. You know what I'm saying, hey man, this is not on the up and up.
Yeah.
So these people start to look deeper. They didn't look deep into Islam, maybe, but they look deeper into, hey, what was the structure of the building? Is this possible? And they just demolished the building somewhere. It wasn't even near the World Trade Center towers. It cost $58 million to demolish.
Wow.
Now they took out that insurance policy on the World Trade Center towers, 1, 2, and 7, right? They took out the insurance policy. That thing is full of asbestos. It was old. They wanted to remodel it for the longest. They didn't have a budget for it. So what do?
You destroy it. You set it on fire.
$58 million for a smaller building,
Yeah.
bro. I mean, less than half the size of that one, less than half the size of the 3. Cost $58 million to demolish.
I mean, even if you look now,
It was like 20 stories or something, like $58 million to demolish.
Yeah.
Imagine how much those big ones would have cost.
Yeah, if you look nowadays, we have scientists, doctors, nurses, university teachers that actually talk about, let's say, the bug, 19, right? Talks about all these mandate, the jab. They talk. I mean, these are intellectual. I mean, they have some of them are Nobel Prize winner of the Nobel Prize, right? Yet people don't want to listen to them, or the media like shuts them down.
They make them seem like the crackpots.
Yes, they make them look like that.
Or it's a small opinion. And it doesn't matter.
So you see what's happening right now, because the fear basically blocked your mind from thinking process. Because when you're in the fear mode, the fight or flight, you can't think. You just you react. So nobody wants to sit and go through this stuff, and all the argument is so impractical. Okay, so it's the same situation, because you will find among the society intellectuals that dig deeper. They'll think, they'll find out, and in a way, I said alhamdulillah for that.
Well, yes, alhamdulillah for that, but it hasn't. I don't think it's ever gonna.
We don't know.
I don't know. Allahu
We don't know. It's like JFK. After so many years, they made a move. Like, oh, the gun was behind it. Let's wait for another couple of years. Oh, there was, people, society, especially in the West, they forget.
Well, it's always now I can be told.
Yeah.
After the Clinton administration, Hassan Tarabi in Sudan offered bin Laden to us. We didn't want him.
Yep. After.
Everything 3 times, third time, sent him to Afghanistan. You know what I'm saying? That type of thing. So it's always a now it can be told later, declassified files.
Behind the music.
Exactly.
So first level of the ignorant masses through propaganda, fear Islam based on ignorance. Second level is the elites that fear loss of wealth. You know what I'm saying? Loss of wealth and power, right? So they are the second level of Islamophobia, and Yusuf is he's advocating that the Muslims are another level of Islamophobia. How they are they're anti-Islam establishment, anti-Islamic rule.
Or do what the West does.
Follow the mores and the desires and the sunnah of the West.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So on and so forth. And they do so behind the thobe.
Yes, because when
they got this old scholar
right
who's propagating something that's not dynamic, not revolutionary, not going to change the status quo, not going to change the system, not going to bring Islam back as a revived entity, not going to do that, and never going to teach anything that's going to cause waves with his masters.
Exactly, because when the non-Muslim do it, these are non-Muslims, I cannot believe them. But when the Muslim tells them the same message of the enemies,
they're like, okay, that's gotta be true.
They suck it in right away. To a point that these are your brothers and sisters that is going to fight you. You know the sad thing that they're going to fight you? That's what hurts the most. I mean, forget the non-Muslim going to fight you and whatnot. That's given.
That's expected,
But when you're all Muslim, that you want to save, you want to unite, under this Aqidah Muhammad Rasulullah, they are those going to make your life hell. Because this is what's happening. Because when we talk about the elite, right? Some of these leaders are from the elite. And so it's like today we watched Smarto Jannah. I love his YouTube channel, but he did a video about this. What's his name? Hamilton. What is that guy?
Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah, he went to Saudi and he was talking about that, the people of alphabet and stuff like that. And he's criticizing him. I'm like, yeah, akhi, the Saudi brought them there.
Yeah.
Right? Why criticize? Why use him as a scapegoat when the brought him, he's the mas'ul, they're responsible. Then the funny thing, you had an excellent point. You said that Lewis Hamilton said, yeah, I mean, it's changing. And he knows that the leader are changing Islam. He's realizing it.
Yeah,
and you're not even looking at it?
Yeah, MBS is an enemy of Islam.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's an enemy of the Ummah, enemy of Islam, enemy of Allah. Him and his daddy probably dead already. Probably got to mop up his butt, sticking him up.
I've been troubled now. I don't know if I can even do it.
Probably got to mop up his butt, prop him up. Wave, daddy. Got puppet strings on him. Wave, daddy. Anyway, yeah. What do you?
I'm sorry. Gina, women get the run of it because more obvious for those that cover as opposed to men.
She's saying that she texts me right now too. That having women in hijab on the podcast, it becomes very evident that this is a Muslim podcast.
Yeah.
But that is only one characteristic of a dress. You know what I mean? He's wearing a kufi. That's a.
Well, no, she's saying like.
Well, it's not a Muslim. That's
like women get the runt of it, like meaning most of the Islamophobia.
Yeah, they get
the most of it. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
they do.
I see.
She's
Sorry.
right.
They have an obvious tail.
Yeah.
Which is modesty.
Yes.
So why do we get anger?
Yeah.
When those that don't wear the Islamic garb,
Yeah.
right?
Exactly.
They don't wear the Islamic garb, they get mad because we don't recognize them as Muslim.
Yeah.
They'd be like, Assalamu alaikum, are you Muslim?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm Muslim.
In public, yeah, in public.
And they get mad that we can't tell.
Mashallah, that's a very good point,
there's
very good point from Gina. But she also reminded me because again, going back to that book, the Civil Democratic Islam, Cheryl Banash, she said something I agree with her. She said that there will come a time that we have to not allow the hijabi into the public places.
Yeah.
Why?
Because hijab is a political statement.
No, it's not.
It is. It is a political statement. Why? Because it tells me as a secular that you hijabi sister, this is your way of life.
Yeah, it is a political statement
Yeah.
because it says that you recognize a sovereignty.
Yes.
Yeah.
Over what they consider
state.
to be sovereign. Yeah.
So she's right.
The state is allowing you to walk around naked. In San Antonio itself, there's a law you can walk around downtown San Antonio with your breast out.
Really?
Topless.
Yeah.
There's a law.
Yeah.
Women and then
The only thing that's against the law
Yeah.
is you looking at her.
Wow. So
Yeah.
see,
If you look at her, they call it an oogling law. You can't oogle her. You know what I'm saying? You can't like, breast is. You can't do that.
Reckless
How do you do it?
I ain't doing it.
Okay.
I ain't doing it.
Hey, we have sisters here watching. Watch
No,
out.
but I'm saying that's actually a law. That's a law. You can't stare her down, but I don't know if they say one Mississippi, two Mississippi. I don't know. But you can't stare her down, but she can walk around topless.
But a woman that's covered, like a Muslim sister, she's covered, she can be stared down though.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
So
that law doesn't apply to her.
So the reason I agree because why? She understands Islam.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. She understands that this Islam is a whole complete system. When she wears hijab, that means look, this is my way of life.
Yeah.
You're secular, that's your way of life. We cannot. It's not the same.
The state. Well, to mention
There's no equal.
The state allows nakedness.
Yeah.
And these women are still covering by the order of Allah Ta'ala. That's a highly political statement.
Yeah.
That's a highly
I
political
can see
statement.
that.
So
Why are they banning it or are banning it in government places, in public places? Places that are established by taxes like libraries and things like that.
Yeah, that's
They
true.
don't want people with hijab off in there. They say, look, you're going to bow to our idol, which is secularism. Islamania, you know what I'm saying? You're going to bow to this idol.
But they're going to use that whole facade of it's for our protection. We don't know if you're carrying a bomb underneath that
yeah.
hijab.
So Sister Gina said, no, I meant that the men don't get outed publicly and followed and called names like women do.
Yeah.
Turkish friend at outlet center with the brother harassed by
with
women
a brother, a
and
fight come with
followed,
it.
but brother was fine.
Yeah, with a brother, a fight come with it.
Yeah.
Well, that's Islamo-hatred.
And
That's not
unless
necessarily Islamophobia.
it's a little meek brother or something, then
Like I mentioned that brother Ali Ortega,
MashaAllah.
his ex-wife Blanca, his
Yeah.
wife at that time.
Allah passed over.
Yeah, she.
Allah
Yeah.
yarhamha.
So what happened was she went to a flea market or some type of outlet, whatever, like open air market. There was a bunch of Sikhs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That had shops in the market, and they were verbally harassing her, telling her, "In our country, we kill y'all."
What? Sikhs with the turban. They have the turban on.
Yeah,
Of course,
Yeah.
of
Like, what
course.
to do, not to do. I can make that.
What do? Anyway, so Ali calls me and said, "Man, they were harassing, Blanca at, I say, let's go.
Yeah. Ooh.
I said, let's go. I'm gonna beat. I mean, smash their face in.
Yeah.
And we don't roll on. Me and Muslim brothers don't roll on Bloods, harassing Muslim sisters. We don't roll on a lot of people. You know what I'm saying.
Got the newspaper, Sunday
Crips,
newspaper.
the Crips side,
The newspaper, right?
The Crips side it was not Skyline, but
You got the newspaper too?
what was that place? Off of FM 78, that the real
Southern
bad
Express.
neighborhood.
Jeremiah.
Southern Express.
Yeah.
Bunch of houses, but it's trash.
Yeah. You get the newspaper,
I
right?
forgot out there. Anyway, so
Newspaper?
we don't roll on people harassing Muslim sisters and stuff like that.
Because somebody's got to protect them.
So of course,
Yeah.
So what I mean. So anyway,
If
so,
you know somebody like this.
so what happens is that
We know her, it's not like.
I'm telling Ali, let's call the brothers, let's roll.
Yeah.
Let's go beat these, Sikhs up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Smell like Hindus anyway. So the Ali like, nah, man, I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Well, you call the wrong person, bro.
Yeah.
You call
Why'd
the
you
wrong
tell
person.
me?
'Cause
Yeah, why'd you tell me?
I'm in beatdown mode.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Matter of fact, I'll bring a couple of homies. They ain't got no restrictions. But I'm saying, like, I want to go beat them down. You know what I'm saying? I seen the videos and the articles about what they do.
Yeah. And you know they're coward because when you're with most of the time when you're with the man,
Of course.
Yeah.
they can never look at you. If I'm like, I've seen many times like when I'm with my daughter, my wife, like they don't say nothing.
Yeah.
You give them that one eye look,
You're talking about the Sikhs?
anybody
Oh, okay.
will harass you.
Yeah.
But when the women are by themselves, they're coward.
Because again, the vulnerability.
Yeah, they know it
Like
comes.
we talked about earlier.
No, it's
I'm
gonna
trying
be
to
a
figure out
karate
where
movie.
did they
If they approach your brother, it's gonna be a karate movie. Yeah.
karate mode switching.
I'm trying to figure out like of course there's no state, so there's nothing behind the sister except Muslim brothers.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? Muslim brothers. Now, if we would have went there and took a stand on top of their necks, you know what I'm saying, then I bet you they would have been, just so nice. You get the discount, then you get the discount. We have free jobs.
They have a knife up in here.
You
right?
can get the.
They have a knife up in there.
Man, I don't care.
Hey, he got the
He got the newspaper.
Newspaper. Hey, newspaper. Man.
All right, so real quick, I want to ask kind of side subject on that one. The
What?
sister being alone by herself, with going out, alone, is that
I don't know if she was alone or she was with another sister.
okay? Either way, how's that as far as Islam goes? Is that allowed? Is it okay?
She's in a public way. She's not traveling.
Mhm.
Yeah.
She should be allowed, like the sister with the Banu Qainuqa,
Yeah, but okay,
who was in the souk shopping by herself.
Yeah.
You are allowed to do so.
Okay.
I'm saying it's for us to fracture their nose and make particles of the bone go in their brain and kill them.
Like that one.
I'll put them in a vegetative state.
He's talking about whoever harasses the sister.
Sahabia.
It's like that one battle rapper said, "You'd be like a lima bean in a time machine. You'd be a vegetable in the future."
Mm.
I'm talking about hit them like this in the nose and fracture the bone in
You're
their
trying to
nose
get the brain.
and make a particle go in their brain,
Mm.
and they'll never put the dirty again.
Come on, man.
But anyway,
Stop it.
I'm just saying, like, you look, there's no state.
There's no protection.
Beat them down, and make an example out of them, and then the whole community post my bail.
Yeah.
Didn't they used to do that like in the East Coast, like
In New York?
No, they do that to Muslims.
Oh really?
Oh yeah, that's Muslim part.
Man.
Saraj Wahaj now take you in the basement and beat you with shoes and belts and stuff.
Right.
Is it? Imam Saraj, we heard a story about Master Tucker taking somebody down in the basement and beating them. I don't even want to talk about it.
You have to do this.
That individual did something so bad, I can't even mention it right now. What made you don't even advocate the Islamic State? What makes you act as a state punishing individuals? Now, what if that brother that's so bad that you beat, right? What if he went and got his homies? I'm saying,
Yeah.
and catch you in your throat, you can't run.
Hey, let me get this. The sound. The dope.
The long
The sound effect, yeah.
You be on the ground.
Stop it, man! Stop it, Stop it, dude! Hey, help me out, man! Help me out! This I mean, it's like hiding. I want to hide his face.
Why would you wear a thobe here in America? I want to understand that.
I don't know. It's
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
America is the melting pot. You can wear a Chinese karate suit.
You know what? You got
Let's do that. Let's ride a bicycle.
Comfortable.
Yeah.
It makes a lot like this.
Yeah. So the sister said she was alone. But here's another thing, though. I mean, when sister goes out, they have to really ask the permission of the mahram.
Yeah, well, she had permission. She had permission from her husband. You know, but the problem is that I don't think we should have let that issue go by, because when the Bloods were harassing Sister Rashana at the high school, we didn't let that slide.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But Ali wouldn't even tell us what market it was. So you ain't gotta go. Tell us what market it was in.
Yeah,
I'm saying. I'm gonna hit everything.
You know,
like
yeah.
you.
But you know what? But here's the thing. But here's the thing, though. Did you know that you remember something very important? That the strong don't respect the weak. What I mean by that?
They don't.
It's true. I mean, the strong don't respect the weak.
A lion does not care what a sheep's opinion is. Okay.
Like that.
But check it out though. We checked them Bloods.
Yeah.
And the next day, we asked Sister two things. We said, did they say anything to you? No, they didn't mess with us no more, right? Mess with me no more, right?
Yeah.
So, and they say, but they did say it. They said they respect y'all. They say Muslims go hard, and that's like that's years ago. But that's the compliment. Muslims go hard.
Yeah.
They respected us after that, because we went in like a lot of these other brothers. One of the brothers that went with us actually said, "Oh man, I would have handled it differently." Well, don't make me the Amir.
I know, man.
Don't make me the Amir, because I come from that lifestyle. I used to be a Blood. You know what I'm saying, and I don't fear none of these dudes. I don't care how many Cadillacs they drove away in. You know what I'm saying, and he's talking about, I would have did it different. I would have gave them dawah.
Oh my God, Ya Allah, Allah, man.
How to give dawah situation.
I mean, do you think that yeah, I was gonna say
No,
that situation doesn't even come to
we're very weak right now.
Long
Can't even do
ago, there was a prophet in the cave. Blood like.
Like, look, he's talking,
No.
Give me your throw.
Give me your thumb.
No, that's no.
Come about that though.
That's a.
Stop it, man! I can't believe it. Grab it.
Break yourself.
La ilaha illallah. This guy, Amir, do something, man. It's too strong. Oh my God. Like, give me your thumb and your pants and your shoes and your shemar and your miswak
Give me them sandals. Give me them sandals.
and your izar.
No, man, they always come in, okay. Look at the Hudaybiyah, right?
Yeah.
Treaty of Hudaybiyah.
Yeah.
When the Muslims didn't even come equipped to fight,
Right.
okay? They came with hunting knives and for the behind and all that kind of stuff, right? They had the garlands, the decoration. They had the decoration on the animals of slaughter, right?
Yeah.
Okay, they had everything.
Yeah.
The Quraysh knew they weren't trying to fight.
Yeah.
There was even a tribe amongst the Quraysh like, hey man, these people didn't come to fight. If you fight them, we're going to help.
Yeah.
They were like a Kafir tribe.
Yeah.
All of that was in the mix.
Yeah.
Now check it out. The Muslims, when Uthman ibn Affan didn't come back in timely fashion, they thought they had killed Uthman, one of the senior. They said, they made a decree, we finna fight.
Yeah.
We finna fight.
Yeah.
Okay? They swore fealty under the tree of Hudaybiyah. They said, we finna fight to the death. Ill-equipped. Just a few of them, right?
Yeah.
Compared to the Quraysh army, right?
Trying to get the Muslim to make the first move.
Yeah,
exactly.
But what happened was Uthman, alhamdulillah, came and they said, okay, things kind of calm. But here's the issue. That led to a treaty.
Yeah.
What if Muhammad and the Muslims did not put up, like, we finna stick their chests out, we finna fight, from a weak position? Why would you make a treaty with these people? They actually made they were the more powerful
They didn't
army at that time. They still made a treaty, which shows that the Muslims were in a position of authority, not a position of weakness.
And that's exactly what I'm trying to say. Like you can never, the strong will never gonna respect you when you come from the weakest point of view. And this is the problem because now you're talking about, this is back in the day you talked about you know, certain things up.
Swords.
Nowadays, yahi, wallahi, forget it, man. I mean, we're so freaking weak.
Sword.
Like-
I'm talking about blood splatter, heads coming off of the neck. I mean, you got the stomach for that? Peace be to God, boy. You better smile and have a good time. You better smile. They said the nicest Sahabi, the nicest of the Sahaba, radiallahu anhum,
Yeah.
they said were lions on the battlefield.
Yeah.
Lions. They said the nicest people you meet when they're on the
a
battlefield,
whole nother person.
they don't even recognize who is this.
Yeah.
Who is this?
But they were doing it for something greater than themselves.
Exactly. That's why there was no PTSD. There was none of that.
Right.
I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, even subhanAllah, statistically, I was reading this. I don't know if I sent the article to you, but they're talking about the high rate of suicide, right? That the Muslim land is the lowest. And subhanAllah, look at the atrocities they're going through.
Yeah.
But there's no suicide. But the Westerners, especially the capitalists, Western society, America included, the suicide
The
rate
richest.
is
The richest commits the more
way
suicide.
high.
White males, white females, black males, black females. If you look at the white and black divide of the
It's
suicide
crazy.
rates,
It's
the
crazy.
more affluent they are, the more suicide they commit. People jumping out of windows in Wall Street was a real thing.
Yeah.
They had all this money. They didn't earn it. They just put some money on a name or a number, and the money just grew. And they went out and partied, everything, cocaine and all this type of stuff. And then what? The stock market goes down. They go,
They went down with it.
that's
Yeah.
it.
Exactly. Subhanallah.
So anyway,
So those were the 2 points with the bonus 3. And let's go ahead with do you have anything for
Shaking my Muslim
Oh my
head.
god!
what just happened? What just happened?
That was cringy, man. That was cringe.
What just happened?
Yeah, that was very cringe. And Amir is just relaxed and chilling.
He's chilling.
like-
He's shaking. He's chilling.
Yeah, he's like got the Asadullah.
Now, check it out though. Now what I was gonna mention about
Sheikh Muslim head.
yeah, the guy that he said that about changing the rules and the laws, right?
Yeah.
The Saudi, right?
In Saudi, that guy Hamilton, what is that name?
Yeah.
He said changing the rules and the laws. He said the authority has the authority.
Yeah,
The ruler has the authority
Exactly.
to change, to modify, to change.
because that's what he's
And
seeing
he was-
happen. You know.
That's what he's saying happened.
Yeah.
There's nothing to thwart that. There's nothing to contradict that. Right?
Yeah.
There's nothing to contradict that because he's seeing it in real life.
The proof is in the pudding.
Right.
They said, don't visit this place
Right.
based on the hadith.
Yeah.
All the fatwa said, don't visit this place.
Yeah.
From the Kabir, from Alim Kabir,
Yeah,
the big Alim said, don't visit this place. Then after that, the big Alim says what? You can visit now
Yeah.
because it's going to benefit poor
The
people,
poor people who are earning.
earning. You can make money.
And this
Yeah.
came from Hayat Kibar al-Sufaha, excuse me, Ulama.
Yeah.
That they said this nonsense, right? But to your point, the video talks about telling this guy, oh, you need to come to Islam. I'm like, the one that is ruling not following Islam. How about telling them get back to Islam?
Yeah.
He's just an scapegoat.
Yeah.
You see what happened? I mean, again, you're not focusing.
One of his points when he said that how could an imperfect being correct being something that is perfect, which is like the Islam. They said, and then he also, but I'm just saying like that he's not the first one to do that.
Correct.
The problem is
Correct.
that like you see the government in Saudi, like they are the ones who are doing most of the change, or trying to say this is not how it should be.
Yeah.
Let's change it.
They're
And like
like-
that argument should go directly to the source instead of this.
You were right. You know why they're able to change it? Because they're an authority.
Yeah. And also
Yeah,
another thing
they're
that
the
bothered me
sovereign.
with
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
another thing that bothered me with that he didn't speak definitive. He would always say, "We believe Islam is perfect." It's like no, Islam is perfect.
That's it.
Like it's not like
Whether you believe it or not.
yeah.
You may not know
Or
it,
for
but it
us, it's like
That argument,
If,
yeah.
if you hear him talk, they believe in a religion called Islam.
Not the way.
They don't believe in a deen called Islam, because the deen encompasses not only the practice of it, but actually the surety in its practice. Deen encompasses that.
Because if you define the deen in Arabic, if you look at the definition in Arabic language, it says nidam al-haya, which means the system of life.
Yeah, but in English it translates as religion.
That's it. And secular promote that idea. Religion. Stick in the corner. And
but guess
that's
what?
it.
Anything can be religion.
Anything can be religion, You can be a satanist, you can be a broccolist.
Yeah.
Broccoli. You know,
Broccoli fake, bro.
Right. So for that, I mean.
Well, that's the issue, man. I mean, yes, I've used that before in the past in the dawah. I say that if your belief originates from man, you'll see modifications, reformations, additions,
subtractions,
reconstructing, and all the things they're calling for. They're calling for Islam to do reform, right?
False prophets,
new tafsir, they calling for all of this new stuff. Oh, we can't go off the old tafsir. Let's get some new ones.
It's happened. They
So
actually
that's proof that they were never.
They say we can't change Quran,
because
but we
they
can
changed.
change the understanding that Muslims are drawing from Quran based on the old tafsir.
Yes. And they're gonna also, mark my word, they're gonna attack the Sirah pretty soon. It's not gonna come from.
But they're already doing
they
that,
already
though.
do that, man.
I mean, but
come on,
they're already doing that.
But very academically.
They will with the Aisha radiallahu anha, her age and everything. That was a huge controversy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's.
That the Non-Yaqeen Institute. Then you have this concept when you talk about, because a man made this law, they're gonna modify it. What is that? So
I like it.
So it's either like
Robotics.
you're the slave to what man made, or the slave to what made man, which is Allah.
Yeah, choose one.
So all these people that follow these man-made systems, you actually follow a man-made law. You take it, you say, religion is man-made. Well, so is your belief system of this system of governance, system of economy. That's also man-made. And you will die for it sometime.
Mm-hmm.
So how is that different than so-called?
They die for it. They cry for it.
Yeah.
They sing about it. And they expect you to have the utmost respect.
Yeah.
They had, it's like that one girl. They had 3 girls on these podiums for some Olympic event or some type of event. I don't know what they were doing. It was a black girl here from Africa or whatever. Another girl here. Oh, matter of fact, it's crazy, right? This girl represents Britain, black.
Mm-hmm.
This other one represents France, black. Right?
Nice.
You know the French originally black.
And
Anyway.
the one African girl, white.
And the one in the middle was from some European country, and she stood there, and they say everybody turn this way because the one that wanted to go.
Oh, I saw it. She
They're
didn't
gonna
do
play.
it.
They're gonna play their national. Now she did it.
She did
So
it.
they're gonna play their national anthem. She stood there, Lithuania. It was Lithuania.
okay.
It was
Yeah.
some
Okay.
other place.
Yeah.
Anyway, they played, and she dropped her hand. And she walked off the podium and went around and talked to somebody, right doing it. And the black girls were like this. And then after it was over, they turned and like, where did she go? Like that. She walked out because they played the wrong anthem.
Oh, wow.
They played
so
the
it's
wrong
supposed to be
anthem.
her country's anthem.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she felt disrespected. That's the fealty that they have toward this nationalism, right? Now, Muslims are promoting that same thing. Why?
Same,
Because
exactly.
it keeps us divided.
Yeah.
Your flag is this color. My flag is this
Yeah.
color. My flag has this on it. Your flag has that on it. You know what I'm saying?
Notice most of the flags in the world have 2 primary colors, red and blue, somewhere in there. Or I think it's red and white. I don't know why.
I don't know.
Well, I know why. Because the people who divided them up
Were
are the ones who
they,
gave them the flag
or
color.
this flag has the biha, but the point is, no, but you're right. I mean, they divide the ummah. They heavily promote nationalism, and this flag again created by the colonists and whatnot. Same thing with the subject of so-called Palestinian issue. It's not a Palestinian issue. That's a Muslim issue.
Yeah.
And
that's why it will never be solved and will never be victorious.
Yes.
If you say free Palestine, free them to do
Not gonna
what?
work.
Free them to do what? Anyway, so this guy that made it, he made a true statement.
Yes, he did.
If the rulers are changing the laws, it's their ability to do so, and this is what actually is happening. You know what I'm saying?
And it's like a kalimat
So he's Arab, he's supposed to be Muslim, right?
I don't think so. Is he?
You don't think he's Muslim?
I don't know.
Who is this? Who? I'm sorry, I missed
the
it.
Hamilton guy?
I didn't do any research on
Okay,
this.
I don't know who he was.
Race car Indy, race car driver.
He was just
something
saying
like
that he doesn't think gay people should be jailed or something.
Yeah.
Well, someone talk about the subject, yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, don't blame the guy. I mean,
he was saying that there was punishments, there was this, there was that, you know. So he was speaking from a perspective of what happens in Saudi, or it did happen.
Yeah.
But now it's, you know,
It's opening up. So.
yeah, they're gonna open the floodgates for it.
So his reaction is a natural reaction.
Yeah.
He sees
from the reality of what's happening.
The rulers were the one administering the punishments, and they're the ones that can change it.
And it's funny, he can see it, and he's not. I was a Muslim,
Yeah, but because the rulers don't believe in it. It's just, look at Constantine, in Constantinople, ruled Constantinople, right? Mm-hmm. He had a way to unite the Catholics, the Protestants, and the pagans. Yeah. Under what? Instead of Son of God, Son God. Son God, I mean, instead of Son God, Son of God. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The holidays. He incorporated the holidays that existed way before Isa,
absolutely,
and tried to Jesusify them. Yep. To say, oh, now December 25th is Jesus' birthday. Now the rabbit came on the day that he died, I guess,
or something like that.
Yeah, and all this type, you know, all this different stuff. So every pagan holiday that was respected was incorporated. They Jesusified everything. It's like with South Park. Cartman and all the little boys, they wanted to start a Christian rock band talking about how much money they can make. Yeah. He say, we don't know how to write songs.
What's
Kenny,
Kenny in it?
Let's take all the popular songs, take out Honey and Baby, and just put Jesus. So the hit song was, I love you, Jesus, baby. Jesus, baby, baby.
Oh my God.
By the way, he doesn't watch.
So the Christian music producers were like, we have a question. It seems like based on your songs, you really love Jesus. He said, yeah, we love Jesus. Don't you love Jesus? He said, yeah, we love Jesus, but it's like you really love Jesus. You know, so that's what it is. It's just taking, you know, he took the momentum, you know what I'm saying, and just carried it. So the momentum of Constantine's kingdom was a divide between Protestants, Catholics, and pagans. He said, hey, let's make a big hodgepodge. Let's make a big, you know, conglomeration of religion and pagan festivals, and we all gonna have a good time. Yeah. And they've been having a good time ever since. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know? And that's why they are nearer to each other and dearer to each other than we are to them. Yeah. And those of us is like what did the alim said? He said that if the kuffar are accepting of you and don't see you as a threat, he said then you are not following the sunnah of Rasul Muhammad sallallahu. A guy told me the dawah has to be soft. It has to be this. It has to be that. Okay, if it has to be soft, why did Muhammad go through all of that? If you're saying me being blunt and frank and harsh or whatever you want to call it is a problem, why did Muhammad go through more than I go through? And he was nice and soft like you say he is.
Well, this was in Mecca. It was softer. Because he wasn't in a position of authority.
What do you mean softer?
Huh? Softer meaning like it was more for the heart.
No,
you know, it was more,
man, he was attacking tribal traditions.
Yeah. He was attacking, yes.
Mentioning rulers by name.
But the
Al-Walid, Mughayra, Abu Jahl, Abu Lahab were mentioned in the Quran.
Yeah, but there was no fighting involved whatsoever.
No, that's not
fighting based on what?
But again,
they were torturing Muslims and trying to kill the Rasul.
They're using
that to respond back to them.
Well, there's no army.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So he wasn't in a position of power, though.
No, but you can't say it was soft or it was nice.
This was where
it wasn't nice.
No, it wasn't nice.
He attacked their traditions, their idol worship, burying the baby daughters alive.
This is
everything.
This is another way to soften us, which is really disrespectful. Because yes, Allah Subhanahu wa Taala said in the Quran that when you do da'wah, talk to them, use hikmah, use all those, We're not denying that, but when you speak the haqq, you gotta speak the haqq. You gotta speak the truth.
Of course, absolutely.
But Muhammad was not always nice.
That's another thing.
Yeah, he was not we have to be careful. Nice and soft. But I mentioned when the man crumbled the human remains in front of Muhammad, the bones. Yeah. He said, "Your God is going to bring these back to life." Muhammad said, "Yes, he's going to throw you in hell."
Yeah, and not just that. This is dangerous.
That's not nice.
With that argument,
that's not nice, but
that's not his fault. That's what people are teaching. Because guess what? Feminists use the same argument. Oh, Muhammad was a feminist. He was not. Come on, let's be careful, man. Look at the history. He's a human being. Right. He's our Nabi Sallallahu Sahih. That's true, but he's also a human being. You have to look at it from how human beings behave. But we tend to taqdees, like the holiness. We tend to make them this like a holiness,
Yeah.
Then how can
detach from
detach
life.
it? Then how can we follow his sunnah
Well,
then?
Muhammad Sallallahu lived naturally with the people.
Yes.
He laughed. He joked.
Yeah.
He did all these things naturally with the people. He was the holy prophet, but
Yes.
he was not above the society.
Right.
His character was above. His knowledge was above.
But he still had to eat.
Right?
He still had to sleep.
Yeah.
He was a
He was
man, so-
receiving the wahi and why he was protected through him,
Right.
through his character.
Right.
But he was not aloof. Like
There's a
the
balance.
elites are today.
Yeah.
Like the Negroes that say, hold the leader by the hand and address him in private. I dare you. I want to see your Negro self do that. Put your ashy hands on that leader. Watch what happens. He's going to chop your hand off.
Yeah.
And that's the lightest punishment you'll get.
That's like
Imagine,
yeah.
come here, MBS, let's go around the corner in the alley.
Oh my God! Come on, man. Stop with this negative, please, man.
Okay, so what about the time he had intros?
Huh?
What about the time he had intros on top of him?
What's up with this dude?
Yeah, well,
So it was like-
There was times when he
in the Kaaba.
yeah, but there was a time when he could be like fight back, and there was a time where he had to remain.
But there was a time when he could fight back. He didn't.
Yeah.
The Fatul Mecca.
True,
Yeah.
true.
He could have retribution.
That's true.
I mean, every home could have touched every door.
That's true.
I'm saying, but he didn't.
Yeah.
But we're saying about being soft and nice.
The truth is the truth, no matter what.
He was
I agree.
attacking everything that they established, everything that they
Like
believed,
talking to
everything
them,
that
like,
was
verbally,
Yeah,
verbally attacking it.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
They stated, this man Muhammad leaves nothing we do unchanged.
Yeah.
He was attacking everything.
Yeah, and in reality, when you talk to any people like to do something, you cannot come from from the position of like nice and that doesn't work. You're not gonna get the respect.
Yeah.
So this propaganda, Islam is so peaceful. Islam is like untouchable. Islam is like nice and sweet. We're not denying he was in situation. Yes, he showed because we learned from him from his all the stuff. Yes, he was. Like the story of the Arabi, the buddy who came, the pit in the, and those don't react and have patience. Yeah, we know that, but it cannot be 24/7
Of course not.
because we're dealing with life.
And first of all, the Bedouin wasn't being malicious.
Yes.
He just didn't understand the respect due in the masjid.
Right.
First of all, he's in the masjid.
Yeah.
It was dirt floors,
Yeah.
right?
That was a normal practice.
And if the Sahaba would have reacted like they wanted to, urine would have got everywhere. Guess where urine went? In one place.
Yeah.
Muhammad ordered them to go get water and pour it over because water dilutes urine, right? That's exactly what happened. Urine would have gotten everywhere if they would.
Oh my God.
Because you can't just stop once you go.
Yeah, I'm saying, you can't. You can't. So
You saw that? You saw that?
stop right now. So that's what I'm saying, man. People try to see how kind
Hey,
and all that.
hey, do you know what happened? Do you know what else happened? Do you know what else happened? Guess what happened? Be kind and nice. When it comes to the Muslim, we are the harshest.
Oh yeah. Oh, you know how many brothers? From
Like,
Cheesesteakville? Anyway,
cheesesteak
they,
video.
oh brother, I'll kill you. I'm gonna fly down there and kill you. I'm gonna beat you up, dude. In your own city,
Yeah.
you got high levels of child molestation in your own city,
Yeah.
and you don't do nothing. But you got all that energy to come here and die, because that's what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
Rocky is a fictional character.
Yeah.
Let's get that right. I'm saying, yeah, he's a fictional character. You watch the movies. It actually happens like that, man.
So we gotta check our Muslim. For his is A, for us is our.
Yeah, I mean, the guy made the statement that the rulers have the ability to change
Have an authority.
the rule,
An authority.
the authority to change the rule, and therefore they should do so because they have no God. And for those Muslims that follow the shuyukh
Blindly.
and the leaders, the despotic leaders that superimposed upon us by the West, then you fall into this category of believing that the ruler has the authority because you have stripped Allah Ta'ala of his rightful authority.
Yeah.
You are indeed a secularist in a though.
Yep.
I'm saying.
Give me that
for
though.
you people, we are shaking our Muslim head.
There's another question from Sister Gina. It may also stem
Gina?
from people that are Islamic treatment of those that are not Islamic.
Stem from Islamic treatment of those who are not Islamic.
I don't think that Muslims treat non-Muslims harsh. I think Muslims treat Muslims harsh.
Yeah.
Because everybody's trying to gain the favor of the new Lord.
Yeah.
The favor of Allah is different. favorable law is that we treat each other very well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then after we have treated each other very well, we extend that treatment to those outside of the ummah, right?
Right,
But
yeah.
first, you clean house first.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's why a lot of sisters are mad. You don't say nothing about Kafirs being uncovered because Allah didn't order them to.
Yeah,
Allah ordered you to.
That
Why you
doesn't
so
make
concerned
any
about
sense
Kafirs covered?
whatsoever.
You there?
You there? Come here.
That ain't no way, mom. Come on, man.
امشي تعال امشي يلا
Yalla.
Anyway, yeah.
Oh my
So
god.
is that it with the comments?
Yeah, that was the
There
last
was
comment.
some above, actually.
No, we went through it.
No, it's some from other people.
Okay, let's see. Matik.
Walaikum salam.
Mashallah.
He was tagging
Yeah, mashallah. Jazakallah khair for tagging us. Appreciate
Shukran,
it.
ya akhi.
Pause
Shukran.
us. Let's see.
Eric
Tag 1, 2,
Jenkins,
3.
you got this.
Really?
Jazakallah
Eric's
khair.
on there?
Shout out to Eric Jenkins.
Wait, Eric's on there?
Yeah.
Is that
Eric
Abdullah?
Jenkins.
Eric Jenkins is one of my best friends, so I'm surprised. I sent it to him, yeah. I didn't know he was
Hey,
watching
how
it.
you doing?
Said, how everybody are? I'm sorry. How everybody?
He's a
How
Muslim
are
too.
you?
He's a convert.
just joining. Sorry, man. Okay,
man.
so
Thanks for
alhamdulillah.
tuning
And
in.
Ali Baraka is also there. Wa alaikum salam. Ali, we've been riding our bicycles, so you should join us.
Yeah, man.
MashaAllah.
You know, we ride at night. We ride in the dark.
The brother Ali.
Ali, yeah.
Tall brother.
No, our Ali, our
Ali Baraka, the
black and
Sudanese.
black.
The one that
Yeah,
yeah.
arm
I
wrestle.
mean,
Yeah,
it happened.
yeah. Yeah, he lost. Ali, poor kid.
It is what it is.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
he was depressed for weeks. Just kidding. So that's it for this week. Thank you so much for sticking with us.
Inshallah ta'ala.
Do not forget to share this, comment, let us know. There you go, Ali's there. Let us know if you have
Lost the whole thing.
any question, any concern, any mistake we made. Let us know. Okay,
Inshallah.
and we'll see you all in Bidnillah ta'ala next Saturday.
Keep the dialogue. Yani. Oh, tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Yeah.
Tomorrow the Faxley,
Tomorrow,
X-Factly.
exactly, discussing
Faxley.
talking to the ex. Talking to the ex before marriage, right?
Mm.
You know, you make your istikhara, you do all of that, right?
That's right.
But should you talk to the ex,
Her ex.
male or female? Male or female, talk to the ex-husband, ex-wife, ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend. Gonna discuss whether that's valid or not.
7 o'clock.
But guess what?
What?
Does it go both ways?
Interesting. Okay.
7 o'clock tomorrow, Central Time.
Is a woman talking to the ex-wife the same as the husband talking to an ex-husband? Is that the same?
Yeah, I got. I'm not
Tune in
saying
tomorrow.
that.
You'll find out.
You gonna come? You gonna come?
Man,
I think
I can't come to those, man. I don't have an ex-wife.
I
I don't have
You
an
can
ex.
sit down, listen.
Huh?
Be like attentively, like just listen.
I will
Yeah,
say
because I
right
can't
now-
comment on any of that. You know. That's,
I'm gonna be in the
Okay,
corner in the
well,
bush.
this has been Amoo Yum Yum for Amoo Yum Yum the podcast. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alaikum salam.
But you know the what's it called? The competition anxiety, as they call it.
competition
Between-
anxiety.
Yeah. Remember that?
Between the sexy food?
So you getting
Women-
anxious
No,
because you're
women.
competing?
Women have like there's a natural like.
Oh, between women and women. Okay. Yeah.
So
that,
if
yeah.
the wife is
You
talking
shared
to a
it.
man's
Wow.
ex-wife,
Jockeying for
you know
position.
what I mean? Yeah, but
For
see,
the top
it's-
spot.
He has a big following.
you know, she might talk down on the guy to.
Don't do that.
Oh, this is